Hey smokers, Draga1 here. Today I'm going to be doing something very specific and something interesting. Back a long time ago in the old 98 videos that I made, the Windows 98 machine, the very first videos I made, I previewed I showed off one of the 98 games being Funback 3D that I used to play when I was a kid. And the music for this game, although very generic, and this game is basically just a generic 3D version of old Atari games, that music cemented itself into my psyche, and every single time I hear some music that sounds remotely like it, I get triggered right back to this game, and it reminds me of this game. So the most prevalent music would be the Brick Breaker music, which is essentially like Breakout, except it's in 3D. I'm installing this into the Windows XP virtual machine. We are on an SSD, but excuse the slowness because we are installing from the actual physical CD that I have of this. Now, this is a totally bargain bin title. It was made by WayForward, and they went on to make games like Shantae. Never seen an installation say enjoy at the end. Now, at this point, you don't need the CD to play. You can just play it. It's permanently installed. It runs without the CD. Now, of course, it will... Ooh. I think it's crashing because the resolution's too high. Okay, we're 4x3. Didn't I have this problem back when I was streaming and I couldn't get Croc 2 to work? It's the same problem. Well, luckily this actually will work on Windows 10, so I'm going to see if I can successfully game capture this game in Windows. Okay, somehow I captured this. I don't know how I did that. Why does it keep picking all these weird windows? Like, I don't need this one. Ugh. Okay, this is what you came here to see right here. Alright. Looks exactly the same as before, except looks just slightly different. This is what Windows 10 looks like, not Windows XP. So, as you probably expected, that didn't work either. I can't even launch the game. Alright, well, we're on the Windows 98 machine. Oh, just kidding. This is just another virtual machine. It has no 3D acceleration capability whatsoever, but maybe there's some software rendering and we can actually get it kicked into gear. It should be a super easy game to run. Like, super. This is the third time I've installed this in the past 30 minutes. Holy crap. That's more than I've installed it in the past 10 years, I think. Of course it's not launchable. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a little clip of what the game looks like and sounds like, give you a little sample of what the music sounds like, and then, but I'll do that later. I'll cut that in here, and then after that, I'm going to show you how I got to get the music out of there. So much for 640 by 480. It's crapping out, man. So yeah, I played this game to absolute death. Windows 98. Just by default. Oh man, this game is awesome.
Begin round.
Also, the music in Brick Breaker was killer. I might record some of it and just use it in some of my videos. Because, oh my god, it is just like some club stuff. I don't even know what it is. It's really good though. It's grooving, man. So this is actually really cool, even to this day. It just looks awesome. It's like you got some big guns, some big firepower. Now here are the game files of Funback 3D. Not a whole lot to see here. Got a data file here. And we could have some stuff in here. As you can see, it's pretty dang small. It's tiny. Now, I assume that all the music is in PCM format, although that's kind of a stretch for such a small amount of data. So we might actually be screwed there, depending on how the stuff is played back. So we'll take the biggest file here, and we're going to import it as raw into Audacity. File, import, and then raw data. I'm going to select that file, which is the B data. Okay, so encoding, unsigned, signed, there's a whole bunch of stuff we can do here. Byte order, channels, this we might not actually work out. Sampling rate. Now, of course, this generates some horrendous noise that will blow out your ears, but here we have some actual waveforms. What does this sound like? Oh, would you look at that? It's music. Well, right now it sounds like chipmunk, so that sounds like all the sound effects. So let's slow it down. Let's go ahead and select this, which appears to be the music. And let's go to change speed. And to what amount? I have no idea. So we want to decrease speed, which I assume is going to be in the negative numbers. Let's try 50% and see what we get. Wow, that's actually recognizable. So let's change the speed again and do exactly the same thing. That's the proper speed. Kinda sounds like shit. Yeah! Seems to all be variations of the same song. And each one appears to be about a minute in length, roughly. Let's take a look now. This is actual data. You want to get rid of this. This is Naughty Town there, so... let's take this and let's just change speed. Let's just go negative 100 because that seemed to work. What the fuck is this? Okay, I guess I have to do negative 50 twice. All right, piece of crap. All right, okay. So let's repeat change speed. Play.
Begin round. Bomb activated. Bonus round. Double paddle. Extra ball. Game over.
All right, so that's pretty much every sound effect from Brick Breaker. So this is clearly the Brick Breaker data. This is really all I care about. So if I want, I can go and import more raw data. And we can go to, let's see, it's the C data. I don't know what that is, but we'll keep everything the same. I can do stereo, I think. Now, the thing is, if you go stereo sometimes, you can get weird stuff on different channels. This is data. This looks like data. That's probably not safe. So let's go ahead and forget that. Let's try and import something else. The first method seemed to work pretty good. Let's try and see if we can keep going with it. Seems to already be okay with stereo there. Let's take a closer look. And so this is danger zone. I'm not going to play any of this back. This is definitely some data in here. Does not look like that's human hearable. Import audio. M data. Oh shit! I just have to fucking do it the right way. Import raw data. M data. Open. Of course, the way I'm doing this, I could change these until I find something that looks good. The other thing to remember with what I did is that I actually imported this as 8-bit and not 16-bit, so you had a much reduced... Okay, so we got some audio waveforms here, and that was the M data, I believe. What do we got?
Point multiplier.
Oh, well, we gotta mute this. Okay, so I can fix the quality by changing that, but let's repeat change speed. Repeat change speed, and we should be normal. Okay, so this is the missile command game. You're hearing some, distortion because of the way it was imported. This is not the true encoder that the way forward. These are way forward files. And that's data. So I don't really want that right now. Okay, we've got A data. Got something here. I think this is the spaceship game. Oh, too far. That's probably the clearest I've gotten out of this so far. We need to audio. I think that was the A data. Oh, fuck. Piss. Shit. Import. Raw data. Always got a raw data. A data. Now, let's change a couple things here. We're going to change this to 2-channel stereo. And let's see. Signed 16-bit PCM. See what that does. Are we going to get anything better than what we had before? Doesn't look like it. I'm going to try and play this back and see what happens. That was horrendous. Yeah, not a good idea. Okay, so what messed it up? Was it the 16-bit or was it the mono? Let's find out. Let's go back to A data. Let's go to stereo. Leave it 8-bit. So for some reason, it speeds it up even more when you go stereo. Wonder why that is. Maybe because there's 2 channels of data that go even faster? I have no idea. But now let's see if we got any stereo with this recording. There seems to be some audio that's panned out to the sides, but it seems distorted and we've lost a lot of our fidelity. So when it's importing, it might just split the quality across 2 tracks and spread things around a bit. So I think the best quality on this is going to stay mono. Now, so let's do the same thing for the B data now to see if we can improve the fidelity by going mono only, because I don't think the music quality in this game was actually that high. So let's go back to this. It defaulted to stereo before. Let's go here. I'm going to keep it 8-bit there just for a second. Now, get rid of the data. Now I should only have to do this once. Perfect. You can really hear the kick there. That is pumping, man. So maybe this is why I like EDM music as much as I do. And these are kind of 90s sounding synths and stuff. So anytime anyone uses one of these synths from any one of these songs, it takes you right back to this game. So I think each of these is for the 4 different levels, because I haven't heard that one much. This one here, at the beginning, this is like the first level thing. It's actually this music and Tetris, the next Tetris for Dreamcast. That music actually was big for me. I think I have that music somewhere. This was sort of the more advanced level. If I got even further... Oh, didn't hear that very often. Okay. So yeah, these go per level. Okay, so now let's hear those voice samples again. They're probably going to be in a lot higher quality now. A little data there.
Begin round. Bomb activated. Bonus round. Double.
If that's really what it was, they did not have a very good recording of that woman saying that.
Bonus round. Double paddle.
Okay, so it looks like we have 8-bit recording. And it says 32-bit float here. It says 32-bit float here, but pretty much ignore that. Because every time we import raw data, and say I want to do the A data, which is Alien, or I guess the Alien spaceship game, 8-bit, one channel. So let's see what happens if we go 16-bit, but keep it one channel. And now it's signed, so not usable at all. Import raw data, Alien. Can we do 16-bit unsigned? Can we do signed 8-bit? Nope. So pretty much you can't do signed anything because this is where you get the actual audio from the game. Now, what are we missing? We're missing the Pac-Man music, which I assume is the C data here. I was just importing it incorrectly, so let's go here because it is probably the biggest other game. One channel. Unsigned. Oh, yep, there it is. Let's get rid of the data. Mute. Yeah, this is definitely it, and I know that because it's the only other thing. Process of elimination. So, repeat change speed. And again, we're just going down 50%. So, for some context, there's murmuring of crowds. There's an audience around the entire playfield in Chomper, the Pac-Man game. So, that's why you're hearing those audience sounds. This is bringing back some crazy memories. Ah, the intro music. Oh. This is the high-level music. I thought it was the intro music. Wait a minute, is this the SimCity booing? It's the SimCity booing! This is when you die. Or no, it depends on who's in the audience, because sometimes there's ghosts in the audience, and when the ghost dies, there's booing. Well, this is interesting. So basically, this is how you get the audio data out of some old games that are all packed into these proprietary shit bags, and you can get everything out of them. What else do we have? M, this is a missile command. Let's try MI with the proper settings. I got really lucky that it was pretty much default. Let's kill the data. Wait, this is more music? Oh, this is all the intro music for every game. So we have the Brick Breaker, we have Chomper, Missile Command, probably the space one. No, that's the space one. What is this? I don't even remember what that is. Now you can see these were all mastered differently. Interestingly, this one was this one, this one. So, yeah, what is this? So that's Space Game. This is the main menu. That's the missile command. So if you've ever checked out my SoundCloud or anything like that, I did actually do a transcription on this song right here. It's only like a couple seconds long, and when I did a transcription, there was some sort of syncopation to this music I absolutely did not grasp because I was trying to take it note for note, and it wasn't lining up into 4/4 properly, so I had to quantize it manually, note for note, when I was transcribing it, and it sounded pretty much the same when you play it back, but when you're transcribing it, it's a mess. But if you listen to it, you try to, like, keep track of the beat, it's not consistent. I don't think. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the entire Fun Pack 3D soundtrack all at the same time. That wasn't too bad. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.
But it's grooving, man.